I don't know whether you are familiar with the European Union EUCAP Nestor mission. It's a maritime capacity building mission covering 5 countries of the Horn of Africa, and for recently focusing all of its efforts to Somalia. For now, more than 8 months, we have a permanent presence, permanent deployment in Mogadishu. We have, in addition to that, a field office in Somaliland, and we are considering also opening a field office in Puntland, in Garowe. And to give you just a few examples of achievements that we have obtained recently, we have assisted the federal government of Somalia in drafting a Coast Guard law, which once enacted would really improve the legal framework regarding fight against piracy and maritime crimes. At the very moment, we are also conducting with our sister mission, training mission, EUTM Somalia, a training course in Mogadishu in favor of 30 cadets from the Federal Coast Guard of Somalia, which is also a good example of achievement recently obtained. And we are convening on a regular basis a maritime workshop, bringing together all the law enforcement units active in Somalia, from north to south, from Puntland to in the north to Jubaland in the middle, Lower Shabelle, and in the south the Kismayo region. And this is done under the auspices of the federal government of Somalia. I'm, of course, ready to answer to your question for more indication.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Madam first.
Yes, I welcome you on behalf of the United Nations Correspondent Association. My name is Evelyn Leopold, contributor to Huffington Post. And are there? I have 2 questions. Are there still captives in the Indian Ocean?
Matthew Lee, Intercity Press, on behalf of the Free UN Coalition for Access. Thanks for the briefing. I wanted to ask about the status of courts that have been set up with this trust fund. I understand that there's the contact group has some kind of a trust fund where people are going to be tried. And also, I wanted to, what you said about Somaliland, I wanted to ask you, one, just to describe what facilities you have there, but also when you said it's being done under the auspices of the federal government, obviously it's a tricky political situation in the sense that I know that like UNDP at one point tried to arrange its flights through the federal government. Somaliland didn't like that. They believe they're an independent country or should be one. So how exactly did you finesse that, and what does it mean for your operation there to be under the auspices of the federal government?
Indeed, there is a trust fund operated by the UN with different contributions. Not huge, but it's very useful because it can make a contribution to the issue of the legal finish, as we call it in our parlance. Because we can capture pirates, but then we have to do something with them. So we have a few arrangements with a number of countries in the region, with the Seychelles, for example, Mauritius, where we can transfer them to be tried on land. When we were about to deploy, that was one of the most significant challenges, because we need to act in conformity with international law. So this is taking place, not everywhere, but at least we have a fair basis to start from. On the question on Somalia, I'll defer to Etienne.
Yes, thank you. EUCAP Nestor is a technical mission, so we take advantage of not engaging at the political level to have developed in parallel presence in Mogadishu. As I've said, we have a full-fledged office of about 10 mission members, but also in Hargeisa, where we have an office of about 7 to 8 personnel. And with Somaliland, we have developed a comprehensive program to support their maritime capacity. We are engaging with the local Coast Guard. We are also engaging with the judiciary and with the police. And we have done that in total transparency with the federal government of Somalia that has not objected to our activities in Somaliland. And when I mentioned, to reply your second question, when I mentioned the maritime workshop that we have organized, Somaliland has not accepted to be part of that forum. So it's Somalia without Somaliland, and it covers from Puntland. The northern part is Puntland, and Somaliland, unfortunately, is not part of that forum.